Oh, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, and as you can see, I got a big one, and it's a good one, it's a fun one, and it's something that you will see on your local Bud K right now. As a matter of fact, on your local Bud K, this particular one right here is, I have it right there, is 75 bucks, 74, 98. 98. 74, 98. So what is this thing called? I have no idea. This is the Shinwa Black Knight handmade katana samurai sword, hand forged black Damascus steel, razor sharp, full tang, fully functional, battle ready, ninja sleek, faux ray skin, cord wrapped dragon suba. I don't know why they just don't have a regular name for it. I guess it's just the Shinwa Black Knight. We're gonna call it that because there's a whole lot of words. Now this thing retails for about 200 bucks, 195. On sale right now, it's on clearance on Bud K for 74 freaking $95, which means these are about to sell out real fast because some of you guys are going to watch this and go, no freaking way. Freaking way. So it comes obviously wrapped the way it should. Oh, look at that. I'm trying to think. Let's see if there's anything I need off of here. Full tang, 28 1/8 inch black Damascus steel, hand forged by Shinwa's master swordsmiths. More than 1,000 distinct layers. Let's see. It's a innovative, exclusive process. Puts black in black Damascus, results in a blade with brooding dark beauty without equal. Yeah, it doesn't really have a whole lot on here. We are looking at an overall length of 40 inches, tall, dark, and handsome, like me. Uniquely flawless cast suba. Features breathtaking relief, blah blah blah, depicting a menacing dragon. This is your suba right here, and so you can see the dragon on there. All right, so let's get that going. Let's see what else we can find here. Product description. Ooh, that's a lot. Go to Bud K if you really want the product description. It goes on for miles. All right, let's talk about this sword. We'll start with the katana. I apologize. You will notice that it's a straight line. There is no sori. And the sori is the curve from here to the tip. Normally a katana looks like that. That's where you get your samurai sword. There is none on this because this is a straight blade, which was more commonly known as the ninja style katana. And even between samurai and ninja swords, they're still katanas. Katana. So let's talk about the suka, which is your beautiful freaking handle. The ray skin, which is the same, we already found out is faux. So it's not real ray skin, but because your hand is on the ito, which is this braided material here, because you are on the ito the entire time, I'm not gonna lie to you, it really doesn't matter if your same is real ray skin or not. Okay, that doesn't matter. So you do have your manuki, which is right here and right here. Menuki, which is like, they usually have like a little ornamental piece inside of here. I believe these are dragons, and they are. Let's see, your pegs right here, which is it's a mekugi. Mekugi is your pegs that holds it on, and you have two, it looks like, mekugi pegs stuck on right there. I'm seeing some decorative in your fuchi, your collar. I'm seeing some decorative marks right there. I couldn't really pick out what it was, but it's something. It looks like flames with the ball. Trying to think of what else. Oh, right here, this is your kashira. Your kashira is your butt cap, and again, it is a decorative butt cap and looks pretty darn nice. So we just talked about the Suba, which is the guard, right? It's got a dragon on it. Generally, these ninja style blades will have a square Suba, and a lot of times what happened, it would be being able to take off as a shuriken, so you'd be able to have a star, but this one is fixed on there. But what happens is, if you are in close combat and you push that square guard right there, that Suba will tear you up. That is no joke on those corners, even though they're not sharpened. You push one through a face bone, no good. So let's get a little peekaboo right here. Oh, you see what's coming. Oh yeah. So now inside here you have your Seppa, which is this little guy right here. It's a spacer. Just helps keep from rattling and daddling, and it looks pretty nice. And it's a space between your oh my god, how can I not remember the saya? Duh! Oh my god, I'm going crazy. It's a space between your spacer, your Suba and your saya. Some of these words are so close they get stuck in my head, and I actually have to think about the easy ones. So right here is this little blade collar right here, and that is called your habaki. So not hibachi, it's not where you're getting your food. This is the habaki. So that from there to there is pretty much the anatomy of your sword, right? Of your katana. Then you have your saya, and this saya is pretty sweet. One thing is the koeguchi. I hope I pronounce that right. It's koeguchi. That is the opening right here, the mouth. And generally, because these are made of wood, a lot of times you're going to have bamboo, things like that. Wood will wear and it will open, and eventually you can have a loose katana. The thing will rattle all in there. So I always say, go until it's snug. You'll see people, especially in movies, boom, they slam it in there. Don't do that. Don't slam it in there. It's disrespectful. It's just a movie thing. It's Hollywood, or Chinese Hollywood. Just until it's snug. That's all you need. You just want it to not fall out on its own, and you can see there's still a little space in there, which is good. So let's see. What do we have? We have your sageo, right? Your cord, and your cord is wrapped in your shitodome, which is this guy right here. No, the shitodome I think is the shitodome is this guy right here. It's the little insert. So shitodome and kurikata. Kurikata is your knob right here, which holds on your cord. There's not much to the that's the sageo. So, sageo is the cord for your man. I don't do a lot of swords often, so things come back to you, man. Things come back to you. All right, so you have the only really other thing on the saya itself, on your sheath. Once we get through the anatomy, I'm going to just use English mostly because it'll simplify things. But the only other thing on this that makes any kind of deal is the kojiri. Man, I'll tell you what, Kruger, if you're watching, you'll know if I'm saying them wrong. So right here, that's just the end. That's it. That's your anatomy right there, minus your steel, right? So getting into the steel, we have a whole bunch of different stuff going on. From right here's your kisaki, which is your tip. You have your the hamon, which is the boshi. The hamon runs all the way down the sword. The boshi is only the hamon in the tip. And this one, as you see, doesn't really have a hamon. I don't see it anyway. Do you see it? No, no hamon. So what a hamon is normally, you'll see that like that going around the edge. That's what that is. This one has no hamon. The hada is the grain. That's what I believe that is the grain of the sword. It is your hada. Your edge is your ha. Let's see, the spine is your mune, and this groove right here is the hai. That's pretty simple. And your shinogi is like this area right in here where it kind of ridges out. That's your shinogi. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, you know what? They have all pieces of this stuff in here. Let's see. Well, we pretty much covered it. I don't know what I'm missing, but who cares? If you buy one, you'll have something that says what this stuff is also. So here we go. Now, what I want you to see is this Damascus pattern, and it's like a copper color. They call it black on black, but it's sharp too, man. It's really like that. It's pretty sweet looking. Now, remember, these are battle ready, so say. So you should be able to get out and use it. Let's see if we can get that in there. There we go. Oh, there we go. Handmade China, Damascus steel, and a bunch of call letters. You can see the Damascus pattern is actually really, really nice. It's very attractive. Now, like I said, there's no sori, so it's not a Japanese style. It would be more of a Chinese style with a ninja do. But it's still, all katanas are Japanese, right? It's just, oh man, that sweet straight edge. Oh, Pete Morrissey, thanks, man. Thanks. Goes great with my autograph Kevin McHale hat. It does have a pretty good one-hand balance. Your two-hand grab feels pretty good. What we really need to do is just get it outside and swing it around a little bit and see what we can do. I have this packaging cardboard thing it's like a tree, so we might have to take this to that and see how she do. I say we go out and just do that. Hold on. Okay, so now that we are in the sun, we can get a full view of this guy. Look at the blade color. You will see that Damascus looking really nice. The blade color is fantastic. So there's a couple things when you're holding a sword, a Japanese sword, a katana. When you're talking samurai would practice with their hands in front of them, right? Where it's here, because your battle is face to face. You know your enemy knows you. So when you're fighting, it's in front of you. With this style of sword, with a ninja style of sword, they were sneak attackers, they were assassins, so they wouldn't carry the sword in front of them because coming around a corner, people would see you coming. So with a ninja would hold it to where your hand, your offhand is at your chest, your forehand is up, your blade is straight. So you can make your turns as your enemy presents itself, or you come sneaking up. So you will see this kind of motion with a ninja sword. You will see this kind of motion with a samurai. So that, my friends, is the difference in the two. Is one is a warrior's weapon and one is an assassin's weapon. This one would be for an assassin. It feels pretty good. It's heavy. It definitely has some weight. It's not the lightest katana I've ever held, but it's, it is what it is. You're not paying for that. So we have this. That's pretty good right there. What I want to do is I just want to drop. I'm going to let go of it, and I'm just going to give it a quick turn. And we want to see how that turn is going to affect the cardboard. So let's find out, because this is our enemy. And you can see the enemy's skin has been broken. So now what I want to do is I want to come around the opposite side. Being ninja style, I'm swinging from that direction. I'm not coming around like a samurai. That one didn't go anywhere because I just aced this guy. That was pretty sweet. So let's see if we can do a thrust. I don't know, it's going to be moving like a human does. I'm going to get my hands ready, and the thrust happens to work. So even with a moving target, I was able to literally dead center my strike, and you can see that wound channel. So now I'm going to come over the top, and you can see that that is no freaking joke. That is literally from here, boop, all the way to there. That's all that's left. And these are half swings because I have to do it fast. I'm just letting go. And you can see that even with a half swing, I can tear it in half. That says a little something about this blade. It comes freaking sharp. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. I'm getting some hairs here. They're on the blade. I can show you in a second. So it's like, I don't know if I can show you in there because of the wind, but it comes to a point where it's taking hair off, and hopefully, I don't know if you could see it, but anyway, is it razor shave sharp? No, but is it shave sharp enough to be able to take off some hairs on a couple drags? Absolutely, absolutely. So I have to say that this sword feels really, really good, and way better than a $75 price tag would suggest. I mean, way better. Let's continue to have some fun. Okay, so I think we got y'all rolling there. I just walked straight out of my shoe. So we got some hardwood here. Let's see if we can't take down some of this hardwood. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That is, look how clean that is. That is very, very sweet. Holy moly. Now, one thing when you're gonna step through on your swings, your footing matters. I wouldn't want to, if I'm left-handed, right? I'm gonna show you. And my enemy is you guys, the camera. I want to put, my lead foot is gonna be my bad foot, because when I swing, I want to make sure that my back is toward my enemy at the end of my swing. If I do it the other way and I swing, I'm giving up my front. So be weary of stupid stuff like that. You're not doing any kind of competitions, and you're not doing sword fights. It's not something that would ever have to worry about. But you know, it's just stupid things like protecting your insides are always good. This thing is awesome. It's awesome. It's just very, very cool for the weight. It's heavy. It's definitely heavy, but for the price on the weight, it's right on, man. It's right on. Now trying to see if this is all just dust or rubbing off of any material. And I have some light spots going on, but that's all Damascus through the light spots. So I don't know if you know what that means, but you can see, like right here, you can see that there is it looks like scratching. It's not scratching, it's more of a, I don't know, just like it shows that it went through something. But at the same time, the Damascus color, or the Damascus pattern, is still in there. What that tells you is that it is Damascus. Because if you're rubbing off anything,
if it was fake Damascus, you would rub off not just some color change, but you wouldn't see those lines anymore. They'd be gone. So let's take a couple more shots at this guy right here. And I have to say that it strikes very well. There's a lot of power behind it because of the weight. And it literally, I mean, every cut is 100% clean. I mean, clean. As clean as you'd want it to be with a katana, it's doing it. And I mean, you can come out here with $1,000 katana and make that happen, right? Make the cuts happen. You can chop and you can lose a piece of whatever you're hitting. You can do the same thing with a $75 katana, right? It depends what your end game with your katana is. Look at how sweet these cuts are, man. Those are really nice cuts. But what I'm saying is the edge has no chips, no warps. There's no warps in the blade. Everything feels really nice, and it's 75 bucks. $1,000 katana is going to do the exact same thing with a heavier price tag. Now, that katana might be better weighted, obviously. It's going to have a better steel when talking about, you know, sword contact, but realistically, you aren't going to be clashing swords in a fight. So, I mean, what does that matter? It doesn't. And here's the thing, too. You will see movies, like Japanese movies, samurai movies, where they have this 40-minute clashing blades and things like that. No, a samurai was smarter than that. First of all, they know that swinging a piece of steel against a piece of steel ruins a piece of steel. That's what happens. Also, they know that you don't want to waste your time, all your energy in a single fight. So it would be counter, your block, and then your strike. They want to end it as fast as possible. So with a samurai, I believe it's between 1 to 3 moves is where you want your enemy dispatched, and that's it. If you're having a sword fight, you need to call backup or better get Mako or something. But it's something that just never happened in real life. In real life, you're not going to have sword fights where they are clinging swords and banging them and this and that. No, that's not going to happen. So I'm trying to see. So there's no damage, but you can see that the Ito, it shifted right here, but it's just a cord. So all you do is slide it back, and that's it. So with the shifting in the hands from the power, your cord will shift, but again, you just push it back and you're fine, and that is no problem. For 75 bucks, if you have trouble pushing a cord, then you shouldn't have gotten a sword in the first place, a katana. Also, one big thing, when you store these, when you display them, the edge should go up. All right, on a katana, always edge up. It pays respect to the maker. This is disrespectful. You have one with a sword, a big curve in it, and you see them all the time displayed, the 3 sword sets, and they always go this way. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That's so bad. Turn them around, put the blade up. If you're displaying it standing, you don't stand it like this, you stand it like this. All right, so the blade goes out. Just a little, it's the small things, you know what I mean, that matter when you're talking about katana. Remember, Japanese are very, very culture bound, and everything has to be perfect and respectful and done right. So if you're gonna have a katana, do it right. The only time your sword should come out of your scabbard is when you are practicing. Otherwise, the only time your katana should be drawn is when you intend to kill what you are drawing it in front of. Remember that. So, what do I have to say about this Shinwa Black whatever it's called? I have to read it. I like it. for the price, this guy right here went through some hardwood. It went through some hard cardboard. It swung well. I was able to pinpoint the tip onto what I wanted to hit. I was able to hit short strokes with power. I was able to hit long strokes very, very smoothly. And there's no wobbling. There's no loosening. Everything is tight. Everything is right. For 75 bucks at Bud K, I mean, this is probably right now, it's not going to last. This has got to be the deal of a lifetime on Bud K. $75. $75 for a really good looking katana. And if you're not out here hitting trees and stuff, then you're not going to worry about marks, right? Your katana's just going to, if you're going to display it, it's going to be beautiful forever. And yes, it does say Shinwa here. And when you display it, your Shinwa will be upside down, and people get confused on that. They think, well, wouldn't it be that way? No. Display it right. If you're going to have one, display it right. Doesn't matter what direction the words go. But that's it, guys. I like it. I like it. I like it. This thing's a little beast for $75. It cuts the same as my katanas that I had handmade for me. This one is handmade, just not for me, but it does the same job. Does the same freaking job. This is faux, where my other one is real. My braiding doesn't shift on the other one, but it doesn't matter. It shifted this much, like a wee bit. I'm digging it, man. I am digging it, like that Sugar Smacks guy, digging it. All right, so that's it. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.